I'm watching the Punisher show on Netflix. It's pretty good. I like it a lot.
Really? Oh, cool.
Hello?
Yeah, cool.
Hello?
Glad you like it, man.
Did I lose you? I can't hear you. I can't. Oh, crud.
No?
You
What?
can't hear me, I'm
No?
guessing.
You've reached the voicemail box of Robert Dwyer with One Main Financial Services.
Hello?
I could hear you that whole time, no problem.
I couldn't hear you at all.
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay.
So same thing. I'm going to try to just like melt this DK and blow my defenses,
Okay.
and then do it before they get to you.
Sounds like a plan, man.
Hello. So,
Yeah.
all my defenses are up now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got to dismount to heal you.
Come on, just kill these guys. He's gone.
Okay.
Blind, got blind on him. Doing more damage to yourself, my friend. Sweet.
Hey, 915 rando item. It's not an upgrade.
915 helms.
915 random.
That was good.
Yeah. A little scary, but
Yeah.
I don't know, double
yeah.
deeps are always scary. Just a different kind of scary that way.
Agreed. I guess that was an upgrade then. 15 it was.
Nice. Nice.
Obliterate this whole one. I cannot.
Money, 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 money. I tell you, I'm up to 932.
932 what?
Item level.
Oh, nice, dude. Wow, you beat me again. What the heck?
I got enough things from obliterating to replace a 905 belt with a 925 belt, so.
Nice. I'm 930.
That obliterating. What did you say you're up to?
130.
930. Yeah, my weakest things now are 910s, and I only have 2 of them. 2 910s.
Nice. I have, let's see. 915, 915, 885 shoulder.
You have an 885 still? Jeez. Is that your... That is everything after that's 915?
Let me see how long we put on poison.
Disc and balance. That's
Balance.
interesting. Really interesting.
Balance. Balance. Yeah, balance is cool. That priest, I'm assuming, is going to be doing a lot of damage in mind controls and cyclones. And they're going to be grinding. We got to really freaking line these guys.
Yeah, I agree. Play the box super hard.
Yeah. Play the box. So I got an 85. I got 915, 915, 85, 1,000, 915, 925, 935, 25,000, 945, 905. I got a 905 as well. I'm gonna try to spread my damage a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
got him. You wanna go over the box over there?
I'm feared.
Come with me.
Yeah, it's my eventual plan is to get over to the box. You're going for this guy, right?
Yeah, Boomkin? Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm just constantly trying to stay aligned with the freaking other dude.
Okay.
Just keep lining the Boomkin since they're going for you.
They're definitely splitting between us. I don't think they're going for me straight up.
Okay.
I'm charmed and you're at 30%.
Alright, close. So yeah, man.
I'm coming back to the boxes. I got feared away. Or I got charmed away.
I'm with you. You can get a mind control and then
On the priest? Yeah. Oh, feared. Feared. Come back in.
the burst
Trying
on
to
me,
get
the
him
burst
mind
on me as
control
fast
on
as
the
I can.
priest. Oh, okay.
So just.
I'm
Vanished.
throwing a fear.
Where you at? To the side of the box?
Yep, trying to boxes. Trying to box. I'm feared. I'm running, throwing fear. Nope, didn't work.
I'm just trying to line him so he's blinded over there.
He had the priest.
I got him kidnapped over here. My burst. Gonna get like Dr. Angel on this one.
It's I
That broke
didn't.
up. You didn't see it this time?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't take it. I'm gonna. Hold on.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna come back over.
Oh. You switching targets?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw some on. You wanna switch to the box over here?
Okay. Coming. Feared.
We'll come back around to you. Other way.
Stunned. Tricketing it. Throwing a fear.
Let's line him back this way. So we can get a quick knife jib on this guy. I get close up. Come back.
I'm almost out of mana. I'm out of mana. Jeez.
I just rolled a marble.
I'm feared. Jeez. That was... we were just losing the entire fight 100% of the time. That was tough.
I don't think it was like 100% of the time the entire fight. But
I don't think we were ever higher health than them. I never
Oh,
had
yeah,
us
for
above
sure.
like 30%. Like it was like skin of the teeth the whole fight.
There were a couple points where we actually had them both down like below 50% at the same time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you always feel like we're closer to killing them than I do, and I always feel like we're closer to death than you do.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty
I
much
agree
how
with
like
that.
every fight it goes.
I agree with that statement.
Well, there's lots of like, we're gonna kill it, this is it, and then there's nothing, and then I like, okay, and I like focus on helping you, and then we don't kill him, and then I'm like, well, now we're both at 20% life. So I feel like you're always like really optimistic about how close we are to killing people.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's see.
I wonder if the Boomkin was the right target. If Priest was the better target, Boomkin got a lot of armor and stuff, but
Boomkin does have
know.
armor.
probably not as much as like a DK or something, though, right?
I don't know. I mean, they got a big percent bonus for being in Boomkin form. I don't know what it is relative to plate, though.
Yeah. Alright, well, you know how this one goes. You ride the edge of death on your horse,
Yep.
and I
You fight the guys while they try to get me real hard.
Yeah, it works real well this tactic.
Oh god.
I blinded him.
Just-
you can fear him, and he's tricked it already, Mike. Oh.
I was trying to. That was stunned 100% to death. 100% to death. I feel like that's the other edge of this is when I get caught and I have no shields or buffs or anything, and it's just stun to death. It's like
I should have prioritized over the like I sapped the DK, and then I ran over to sap the because they didn't run together, so I ran over to sap the monk who was just hanging in the back because we fought that team twice already, and the DK like trinketed it and went over to you. With them splitting like that, I should have just opened on the DK and been like, F it, like I'll let the monks on the other side of the map, I'll let him try to run after you, like, if he wants to. Or you just at that point go so far where you just pop off your mount, throw your shields on, and damage the DK with me.
I don't really think DPSing a guy is like something I should be doing against double teams.
Or whatever. Whatever, you count them out and get on your shields.
Throws exactly. That throws some primitive shields. I feel like that wasn't when I got caught even, because he trinketed and he hit me with like the roots, his slow, but I was still faster than him on the mount, and then what happened is that when the other guy approached, he approached from the other side, so they came at me from either side of the pillar, so I had nowhere to like run, and then they got me in stuns to death.
He was already on you. The DK was already on you by the time the monk came.
He was, but he wasn't doing much damage though, I felt like, until the monk came around the other side. That was when the problem happened to me.
Okay, well we could try it again.
Okay. Try it again.
Unless they're together, I'm not even gonna tap the warrior. I'm just gonna go crazy on the DK.
Okay.
I blew my evasion stuff by so I'm gonna start taking damage
I'm healing you.
soon.
Fearing this guy. Jeez, we're both dying so fast I don't even know who to throw my defensives on.
Blind on the warrior, blind on the warrior. You trinket if you have fear for him? If you haven't fear
I already
yet?
already blew it.
Good.
Yeah.
How do you just rode it, I guess, the first time?
What's that?
You just rode your fear the first time then?
Maybe.
That's how
I guess that's my assumption is that he raged it. In the very beginning, you were dying faster than I could get to you. like real fast, and so I blew my fear trying to get the DK off, like the warrior off of me. They were both on you until you got super low, and then the warrior ran over to try to get on me to lower down my healing while the other guy finished you off, and so I tried to fear him off and didn't.
I wonder what the difference was with that team, because I did so much damage. I did more damage than anybody in that fight, and I did so much damage to DK. I did like 9 million damage to DK. I mean, he was almost dead, but he never died.
Well, I feel like, I don't know, I don't think you like my proposal of what's the difference. I don't like the strat with the mount, because if I'm trying to run away from them, and you're fighting them, I'm trying to run away from you. So I was like far away from you, and they killed you, you know?
Okay,
Like,
that's fine.
that's what it felt like. It took
They
me...
killed you, dude. They didn't kill me.
Well, they started off on you that made me come off to start healing you. So it was like I was healing you in an emergency instead of healing you, like, the whole time, you know?
Okay.
Then they switched to me and you and back and forth, but, like, you were the one who died way first. I don't know if you noticed that you were, like, in the first, like, 5 seconds you were tanking super hard.
Yeah, I saw that. We were both were. I was surprised that I was tanking as fast. Cause I did. That's the point though, is that I was shocking me because I was tanking as fast as he was, but you were healing, and I was doing more damage than him.
I wasn't healing though because I was trying to dodge. That's what I'm trying to say is like I'm not healing you and on my mount at the same time, you know. So it's.
I'm probably gonna. Yeah, there we go. Just get the DK wrong and switch to the road. Let me switch to the warrior.
Okay.
Let's keep lining the dude.
Okay.
You don't want to be just fighting in the middle of nowhere. You want to do like a little long.
Yeah, I'm just emergency
Just
healing
one-
you, and I
one
only have
away.
2 heals right now, so I gotta like just stand and turret, you know. Like you're already like at the edge of death right now, and I can't be like lining and keeping you from dropping below 20% life, you know. Through a fear.
I'm on the monk.
You're on the monk. Okay.
I'm dead. If you don't mind, don't do any healing. I just want to see what the numbers look like.
Yeah, I never do when you die. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I was just seeing how much damage the warrior did versus like me. He did a good bit more than I did. So I was curious to see if we were having a hard time achieving it a lot because he was just piling on like that much more damage, or if it was like he wasn't really necessarily doing a ton of damage, but you were doing a lot of CC.
I wasn't eating a lot of. I mean, I ate a little CC, you know, like the monk threw 2 CCs on me right when the fight started to let the warrior weigh it on you. So after that, that's why I was like having to stand and heal you, you know, like I couldn't run to the thing and be lining when you were like almost dead. But after that, I didn't really eat any CC at all.
It's just
I was
the,
just trying to keep you like from dying.
The reason when I was saying that, it was because you were just like anytime you're just standing like completely dead out in the open, it just you really put the fight like the you really give the other team the advantage in terms of like them being able to like control things if they're good players.
You wanna try the mounting thing again?
Pardon?
Are we trying the mounting thing again? Mounting thing?
No, we're not doing that anymore.
Okay.
we don't think that works, so we don't do it.
Throwing a fear after I'm out of this stun.
You know when you do it.
Did it. Throwing a silence. Throwing pain suppression. Throwing the mass dispel.
Okay.
I completely agree with your thing about like standing in the open is not like a good way to control the fight, you know? But I also just don't understand a situation like that. What else option I have, you know?
Just buy the coffee.
Just what?
Just buy the coffee.
Well, did you feel like you understood what my explanation of what happened in that fight?
Yeah, it was just I just at one point I looked up and I saw that you were just like standing out there and the monk was like coming back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, so there wasn't like it just seemed like it just looked to me at that point like he was in control. You know.
He was, but do you understand like?
And also made it a lot harder for me to. I mean, you could have been like at the same time. We're only talking. It was literally a different distance of like me to you right now.
Yeah.
That you would just if you just would have been on that side of the like just closer to the coffin, the monk would have had to come all the way over to do anything on you versus just peeking around from like the top. You know, he would have had to expose himself more, which makes it easier for me to like switch on to him, which I think was the better play in that map. Because he's not like he's got a ton of space to run around and try to kite away from me, you know, which is really the monk's advantage. You know, but if we play it more in the open like that, it's harder. He doesn't have to commit, you know, as much to get into the fight and throw his little stuns and stuff, and it makes it a little harder for me to switch over to him, which is the problem that I was having. Because I didn't think being on the warrior was so hard to do, but I knew I was able to get monk from our position.
When I tell you, like, I understand and I agree completely with that general feedback, but I don't know how to implement it, and here's a great example of the specific thing that happened in that fight that made it hard to implement, do you feel like you understand what I'm saying? Because you often give me the same general feedback, and I do agree, like, I understand that controlling the fight near the coffin would be a better thing to do, in theory, if I understood how. But there's always a specific case where I feel like I can't, and when I try it, we die. And that's what happened in that fight, and I felt like I tried to explain the why, but maybe it doesn't feel like you understand it, because you just repeated the same thing back to me.
Just that you can't move and cast at the same time?
Like, in that fight, I was, like, running up to join the fight, right? Like, I was running to the coffin, and I got crowd controlled by the monk. So he like ran over and he crowd controlled me, so I'm sitting there in crowd control and the warrior's hammering you. And then I ride that crowd control out, and then he runs back in and he crowd controls me again. And then when it ended, you're at like 20% life. So now if I run to the coffin, like, in my opinion, like, you're gonna die. That's why it's like the logistics of it are more challenging than that, because I only have like the one heal and the one shield. And I already threw them on you, I feel like. I'd have to double check, maybe I'm wrong about the logs, you know? So my other option is I can only stand here and cast heals on you, you know? Because after I do my two things, this is all I can do, and I can't run and cast this. So I'm trying to, like, desperately get you above 20% life, so I can, like...
Well, you can run and cast some stuff.
I can only run and cast the two things. I can run and cast this one shield and this one penance.
Yeah.
And I think
is an amazing spell.
I think I already cast them. Like, that's the thing, is, like, I cast them coming up into the fight, because I didn't come up in my mount. Like, I'm running up, and I'm shielding you, and I'm casting penance, and I get CC'd, and I get CC'd again, and by the time the CCs are done, you've lost the shield, the penance is still on cooldown, so is the shield, and so my only other option, as far as I can tell, is to just Shadow Mend you, you know? Like, stuff like that happens a lot. So that's where I'm, like, not sure, like, yeah, like, I totally agree with your general feedback, but in the specific instance, like, I'm not sure how to do that, you know? Unless I'm wrong, and it's like, I just didn't need to be healing you.
The thing is, when what we've got to do better is we've got to get a lot more CC going, you know, and to do that, to be able to like get the CC effectively, we've got to be in like good position. So I feel like there are times when you can definitely sacrifice casting one